Hello, good morning. This is our first class, and in the first class we are starting the paper first, that is the nuclear physics. And in that paper first we are starting unit first, that is the general properties of nucleus. And in that unit we are starting the first topic, that is the constituents of nuclei. Constituents of nucleus. Okay, so first topic is the constituent of nucleus, but question arises, so what is the general concept of nucleus? What is the nucleus? So we know that the atom is electrically neutral under normal conditions. We always listen that the atom is electrically neutral under the normal condition, normal temperature. But some atoms are those which radioactive, means radioactive elements, that is radioactive atoms, which emits negatively or positively charged particles, that is the beta particles, that is the beta rays, alpha rays. So that type of atoms is called the radioactive atoms, and these atoms emits negatively charged or positively charged particles, that is the beta rays or alpha rays. So hence it was assumed that the atoms are made up of equal numbers of positive and negative charges. So that's why atoms made up of equal numbers of positive and negative charged particles. Okay, so this is all about the atoms. Atoms made up of equal numbers of positive and negative charges. So in the year 1895, the famous physicist, that is the Sir J.J. Thomson, this is the name of physicist. In 1895, Sir J.J. Thomson discovered the existence of a very small particles which carried a negative charge, and this particle was called as electrons. The negatively charged particles, are called electrons. Okay, so means atoms consist of first number the negatively charged particles called as the electron. Okay, so this is discovered by the Sir J.J. Thomson in 1895. Then after that there exists a Thomson model. So Thomson model therefore assumed that an atom consisted of a sphere of positive charge of uniform density. The sphere of positive charge of uniform density in which an equal and opposite negative charge was symmetrically distributed in the form of electrons. That means the electrons distributed, or the positive charge of uniform density equals an opposite negative charge exist in the symmetrically distributed in the form of electrons. Means when we are considering atoms, the atoms in the outer surface, outer sphere, the electron is distributed uniformly, that is this is the, and there exists a electrons distributed symmetrically outside the surrounding in the sphere. So that type of the electrons. Okay, then after that Thomson model there exists a Rutherford model. So this is all about the Thomson model. Sir J.J. Thomson discovered the electrons, and after that there exists a Rutherford model. Rutherford is also the physicist. So there exists a Rutherford model after the Thomson model. So Rutherford model, in the Rutherford model the experiment happened on the scattering of alpha particles, shows that completed the experiment on the scattering of alpha particles, shows that some of the alpha particles were deflected through more than 90 degrees on their passage through a thin gold foil. That means sum of alpha particles deflected through 90 degree. ठीक है, so sum of the particles deflected through 90 degree. So these 90 degree deflections because what? So 90 degree deflection, some alpha particles deflected through 90 degree through a thin gold foil. In the experiment on the scattering of alpha particles shows that some of the alpha particles were deflected through more than 90 degree on their passage through a thin gold foil. So Rutherford interpreted. So what is the reason behind this 90 degree deflection of the alpha particles through on the thin gold foil? So the Rutherford interpreted the observations as an indication of the presence of very small entity having a strong positive charge on it. So because there exists another particles, or there exists a opposite charge particles, that is electrons has the negative charge, electron has a negative charge, but after in spite of that there exists a presence of very small entity having the strong positive charge on it, and this small entity, so this small entity carrying a positive charge was called as the nucleus. So definition of nucleus is the small entity carrying a negative charge positive charge, here positive charge, the small entity carrying a positive charge was called the nucleus. Okay, so let's clear that electrons discovered by the Sir J.J. Thomson and this nucleus discovered by the Rutherford. So calculations from the experiment result shows that the approach of an alpha particles to the nucleus of an atom was of the order of 10 to the power minus 14. 10 to the power minus 14. So this is the approach of alpha particles to the nucleus of an atom is of the order of 10 to the power minus 14 meter. That means this is the diameter of nucleus 10 to the power minus 14 meter. So as according to the experimental result. Okay, whereas from the study of kinetic theory of gases and other phenomena, the diameter of the atoms was shown to be ordered of 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So this is the experimentally found, and according to kinetic theory of gases and other phenomena, the diameter of nucleus found to be 10 to the power minus 10 and experimentally found to be 10 to the power minus 14 meter. Okay, so the Rutherford therefore come to the conclusion that an atoms only consist of a small massive nucleus which carries a positive charge with a comparatively vast region around the containing the electrons. Means the atoms consist of electrons, that is the vast region of electron, that means, and atoms only consist of a small massive nucleus, that is the small massive nucleus, and comparatively vast region around it, that is the electrons. Okay, the electrostatic force of attraction of the massive positively charged nucleus was supposed to be balanced by the centrifugal force. There exists this is a positive charge and this is the electron has the negative charge. There is a force of electrostatic force of attraction exists between the nucleus, and this balanced by the centrifugal force due to rotation of the electrons. That is, there is a spin plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 of the electrons, and therefore this is balanced by the centrifugal force. That means the electrostatic force of attraction of the positively charged nucleus is balanced by the centrifugal force of rotation of the electrons. So thus the Rutherford transferred the static model due to the Thomson into dynamic model in which the nucleus plays the role of the sun and the electron that of the orbiting planets in the solar system. That means nucleus is the main part of the atoms, that is the positively charged nucleus, and it behaves as a sun on the earth. Okay, and this electrons is of the orbiting planets in the solar system. So this is the all about the constituents of nucleus, and properties of nucleus we will see in the next class. Thank you.